and that's Kadarius Toney, wide receiver on the Giants. How do you feel about Kadarius Toney? I know the fantasy community was pretty split. I think most of them were pretty low on him. But what were your thoughts on Kadarius Toney coming out? What did you think about the fit in New York?
Yeah, so with Kadarius Toney, it's really interesting because it just seems like everybody on Twitter just looked at his numbers, and it's not great. Late age breakout, drops. And, his senior year, he did a lot better with the drops. And he's a converted quarterback to wide receiver. So those are interesting things to me. You have to take in the account the quarterback convert because a lot of good slot receivers are quarterback converts. Julian Edelman was one of them. Danny Amendola, I think, might have played a little bit of quarterback. But, there's a lot of good slot receivers who did play some quarterback. Jacoby Myers, I think, played some quarterback. So there's some good players that play quarterback. You don't just not. I mean, it's not hard to pick up on the position when you're the guy who has to know every position on the field. So Kadarius Toney, I think that he's very exciting to watch. He's creative when he runs his routes. And that's something that gets me excited because a guy who thinks outside the box can maybe open something up in the NFL. Spin moves during your routes, that's something that's unheard of, and that's awesome. So I like Kadarius Toney. His value at the wide receiver nine or pass catcher nine, that's really good value for a first round pick. So Kadarius Toney is a guy that I'm drafting late second, similar to Pat Fryermuth, late second, early third. If he's there, I'm taking him. So he's a great value, I think. Don't expect much, like we said, with Pat Fryermuth in year one, but expect for him to break out as a rookie. It's not going to happen. I think Tony's going to break out at some point.
The thing I find most intriguing is I think this addition is going to help, and what the Giants have done this offseason is going to help force them to know if Daniel Jones is the guy. And by that, I mean they added Kenny Galladay. They now add another playmaker in Kadarius Toney. They still have Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton, and they get back Saquon Barkley, and they've been building that offensive line over the last 2 years. All of that really points to like, hey, we're building around him. If he's going to be the guy, he's going to be the guy. And if not, they're going to move on quickly sooner rather than later, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, Tony on the Giants, the fit's not great, but because they have so many playmakers already there, like Slayton and Galladay and Evan Ingram. Those are three targets that I already put above him for this year alone. But Tony, I think will be in competition with Slayton this year for those targets. So I think that Tony could edge him out at the end of the year. But Tony, good. I think he's a good prospect. So I'm not going to trash him.